So today was all about the students. It was about hearing what the students learned over the past 6 weeks so that you know we took care of your students and they are ready to go to high school with a leg up. Everything that they do, at least most of what they do, should be a reminder. They should be practicing now what they are going to do the first semester. So when you send them back to Horizons Upward Bound on Saturdays, we will keep them ahead of the game so that everybody who can hear my voice that's in high school is coming back with no less than a 3.0.
I am Lyla Catellier. I'm the Curator of Public Programs at Cranbrook Art Museum, and I am curating the project, Something Else in the Garden by Autophysiopsychic Millennium. This project started about a year ago when we realized that there was an ensemble, a creative ensemble called Autophysiopsychic Millennium, who are celebrating the legacy, the philosophy, and the music of Dr. Yusef Lateef.
What is autophysiopsychic music? That's such a wonderful question. It's Yusef Lateef's definition of what is commonly known as jazz. It has a more extensive and deliberate meaning. It means music from yourself, your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul.
In 1958, Cranbrook Academy's Studio Council had the first opportunity to invite outside artists to perform at the Art Museum, and the organization that they invited first was Yusef Lateef's quintet. Lateef is a very important jazz musician from Detroit who is really well known for introducing Eastern musical instruments into jazz. And this project is really important because what it does is try to sort of take back creative agency, especially for Black music specifically, railing against terms like the genre of jazz. And it's really a sort of protest against the idea of commercialization.
Audiophysiopsychic music means to me it's dealing with music on a spiritual and a mental level, which should be all music, but in pop culture we lose those elements where it's just a party and dance element. You put those elements even in pop music and it can become autophysiopsychic music. Dr. Lateef was teaching us to take ownership, of our culture and everything, and not let it just be marketed and worn out and lose the true meaning and everything.
Autophysiopsychic means music that is coming authentically from the heart. That which comes from our mind, our body, our spirit, our culture. It is a way of expressing oneself through sound in all the experiences that a person has had, all the emotions that a person has, and just letting sound just share that story and translate that story through whatever instrument it is that you're playing.
The basis of the Autophysiopsychic Millennium course at Hub, as well as the Afrofuturist Literature elective, is the novella Night in the Garden of Love by Yusef Lateef.
After some days we would come back, we would tell us how far we got, what was our artistic visions, what did we gain from reading that part of the book. We would write poems, short stories, just share our thoughts about the book, and they would also accompany it with music or sounds in the background sometimes, and it was really fulfilling.
These students are so bright, they are so inquisitive. They came in the first day of class already having read half of the book, and they had different reflections and thoughts about the book. They were already making connections about how the book was related to the climate that we live in right now and how the book was related to experiences that they're dealing with, and it was just such an honor to witness that journey.
The students are learning specifically about Lateef's music and philosophies. At its core, what they are learning is Black self-determination and creativity. The idea that they can look within themselves to find their creative energy and that creative spark that they can take to all aspects of their life, but especially to art, be that visual, poetry, creative writing, musical performance, any sort of creative spark that they can find within themselves is what we are trying to bring to them with this class.
So, autophysiopsychic to me is just a means as to express yourself in a way that's true to your physical, mental, and spiritual self. You know, just expelling yourself in those areas of your life.
This was the first time that Cranbrook had APP here, and also the first time we taught Dr. Lateef's concept to the students. So I was super excited about that. I was anxious, a little nervous how they would receive it, because it's something totally different from what they're used to. I really enjoyed the students because they were open. We reached a lot of them. We got some great testimonials where they said it taught them how to be themselves, taught them how to be open, and also how to get rid of any creative blocks.
Well, the hub experience is it really draws the parent in. Many parents are looking for ways to help their students transition into adulthood, and what does that look like? So we know that as adults that it's not easy, and as our students are growing quickly and maturing, this hub experience is giving them an opportunity to be on campus by themselves, to learn the disciplines that they need, as well as giving them the opportunity to have expression and express themselves freely. So I really enjoy it for those reasons, and I'm really grateful for the opportunities that hub gives to my student. It's important for our scholars to have more than one outlet, not just academically, but culturally and artistically as well.
This project was initiated by Cranbrook Art Museum, but is a partnership between Cranbrook's Horizons Upward Bound program, which is a program for Detroit youth, and the Multicultural Affairs Office at the Cranbrook Schools. For me, this is a really important project to bring specifically to Cranbrook, because at our heart, Cranbrook is about the creative expression of the individual and creating a space for experimentation, a place for an artist to find themselves fully. So many different units at Cranbrook have participated in this production and really made it all come together, and we are so excited to have the opportunity to involve everyone in something so meaningful.
Their ability to give us what we need and to make suggestions on how we can bring this into focus has been, as a collective, we really appreciate that, because they see the benefits of it, and how it could affect young people of color. So working with Cranbrook has, they understand the mission, and that just makes the mission, our mission, much more easier to manifest.